guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Think beyond the brain. Respect to every thought of your brain. Today, we are here with one more video in which we are going to discuss about let's take charge of your own emotions and limit the impact that others have on your well-being. अगर आप लोगों की भावनाओं में अगर आप लोगों को अपनी भावनाओं से खेलने देंगे, तो आज नहीं तो कल वे आपको नरक की अनुभूति कराएँगे। लोगों को अपनी भावनाओं से खेलने की अनुमति न दें। If you allow people to play with your emotions, then today or tomorrow they will make you feel of hell. Don't allow people to play with your emotions. Always in love, Santosh Fulse. So today we are here to discuss how you are going to limit the impact that others have on your well-being and how you are going to take a charge of your own emotions. We know how much emotions is important, but if you allow people by emotionally to take a charge of your emotions, then that's going to be create a problem for you. To avoid all these things, it's good to know how you are going to take a charge of your own emotions. That's we are going to discuss here. So request viewers to be with us till the end of this video. Request viewers to like the video, share the video, and subscribe our channel to get the more knowledge related to think beyond the brain. If you want to connect with us, you can connect on our email ID, thinkbeyondthebrain@gmail.com. While no man has been able to run away from his emotions, most of us are able to strike a healthy balance. The problem, however, arises when other people's stresses and moods begin to impact you negatively. That's truth because if you are getting impacted by the other people's stress and moods, then that's going to be create impact on yourself. Let's take a charge of your own emotions and limit the impact that others have on your well-being. That's we are going to discuss here. The first, expect the least and be happy. We have to keep a minimum expectations from the other people, and that's the one which are going to be give the more happiness. When you put the expectations, then there might be that cause of the unhappy, because when we put the expectations, there might be how uh, the another impact of that is the expectation is not going to be fulfilled, and if it's not fulfilled, we have to be see ourselves into unhappiness. A wide range of emotions such as anger, pain, sadness, and disgust are triggered due to an expectations or an outcome that does not materialize as per plan. Hence, the best way to shield yourself from these negative emotions and avoid getting upset is to tackle the root cause. Try letting go of some expectations or simply expect less. Low expectations, limited negative reactions. Reducing shoulds and musts from your thought process can serve to be a beneficial starting point. So you have to be letting go and of some expectations or simply expect less. So don't keep too much expectations from the others. If you have the expectations, then that's going to be create an impact on you, because low expectations equal to limited negative reactions. So you have to expect the least and be happy. Power lies within you. You need to understand that your emotions are wholly your responsibility, a result of your own cognition and thought process. So the moment you begin to have control over them, you will no longer feel perturbed due to others' actions. So the power lies within you, and you have to understand that your emotions are wholly your responsibility and nobody else's responsibility. Most of the times, people least bother about your emotions and they just play with your emotions or they do what they want to do. But if you are in a state of mind to ensure the how it's going to be impact on others' emotions, then ultimately you are not living your life and you are living for others. And always you are trying to do something for them and you always try to give the happiness to the others. And because of that, it's going to be creating impact on your happiness because if those peoples are playing with your emotions, if these peoples are genuine, then you are also going to be have the happiness of that moment, but or else that other peoples are simply going to play with your emotions, and that's going to be have impact on your moods. Hence, every time you experience an upsetting emotion, take responsibility of for them. In short, the moment you start blaming somebody else for your emotions, you are bound to feel even more upset. You are the in charge of your emotions, and if you are thinking that others are responsible for that, and if you are blaming somebody else for your emotions, then you are bound to feel even more upset since it's all your emotions. So you are responsible for your emotions. And as I mentioned, your emotions are wholly your responsibility. Accept that the real power resides in you, understanding that you are the only person who is in charge of what can and what cannot happen to you and make a world of difference to your well-being. You accept that the real power resides in you, and that's a absolutely truth is that the real power is within you, and you have to understand that you are the only person who is in charge of what can and cannot happen to you. If you allow other people to make changes it within you, then that's going to be create a problem for you. So you have to understand the one thing is that you are the only person who is in charge of what can and cannot happen to you. Take control of your thoughts. Remember, the hardest battle of your life is always going to be with yourself. When faced with an important decision, people often tend to worry about the if and end up overthinking and consequences for oneself and others. So remember, the hardest battle of your life is always going to be with yourself because you have to battle for your life, and that's always going to be with yourself. While this is a characteristic human tendency, one must realize that any situation can have any possible outcome. Hence, the deliberations will never lead you to be fully prepared. Instead, mentally prepare yourself to deal with whatever is to come your way, good or bad. That's why this is a characteristics of human tendency. One must realize that any situation can have any possible outcome. Hence, the deliberations will never lead you to be fully prepared. Learn to take things with a pinch of salt. Everyone can't be like you, and you can't be like everyone. Accept that you are weird differently. and that's your emotions too. And actions towards a certain situations are an outcome of the things you have learned in the past. So everyone can't be like you, and you can't be like everyone. So you have to accept that, and you have to accept the other people's as is. At the same time, try to view a situation from another person's perspective. While it is easier said than done, if inculcated as a regular practice, it may prove to be healthy for you in the long run. So whenever you are trying to judge any situation, so you have to try to view the situation from another person's perspective. Be goal oriented. When you have a purpose or goal in life, you have a sense of directions. The moment you have something to look forward to, your emotions turn significantly positive and you begin working towards attaining your goals. So you have to be goal oriented when you have any purpose of goal or goal in your life. You have a sense of directions. And if you don't have any goal or purpose in your life, you don't have a sense of directions. So if you have a goal, then your emotions turn significantly positive and you begin working towards attaining your goal. So the goal and purpose in life is more important. While having a goal makes your life more meaningful, bear in mind that the goal must be realistic and have a rational perspective. When you have the goal in your life, you your life is going to be more meaningful and your goal should be realistic, have a rational perspective. So that's reasons everyone should have a goal in your life. When you have the goal, then your life is going to be meaningful, or else if you don't have any goal in your life, your life is not have any meaning for that. So it's essential to have a goal since and that goal should be realistic. Get to know yourself better. Self-learning, introspection, and insight suggest that half the battle is won. In the fast-paced life that we lead, we often forget to take a moment to gauge what is important, what deserves our attentions, and what requires to be overlooked. That's reasons get to know yourself better because self-learning and introspections and insight suggest that half of the battle is won because we need to know about ourselves. And when we know about ourselves, then only that's going to be ease for us to take our life towards the happiness. But if you don't do introspections, if you don't have insight about our life, our battle is not going to be won. The moment we become mindful and aware of ourselves, we begin appreciating the small things, count our blessings, and are grateful. So that's reasons we have to get to know ourselves better. Stop self-pity. The moment you engage in self-pity, exaggerating exactly how miserable your life is, you take away the control you have over yourself. While it is absolutely okay to not be okay, it is important to allow yourself to experience every emotions rather than attempting to push it away. The best way to deal with it is to let it happen and move on. However, when you allow, when you in self-pity, you are loathing and overlooking the bright side. You begin to compare yourself with others, feel stuck because you don't see your life going anywhere. In such a situations, the best solution is practicing gratitude. So stop self-pity. That's all from this video. We have discussed about how we have to take charge of our emotions and limit the impact that others have on our well-beings. अगर आप लोगों को अपनी भावनाओं से खेलने देंगे अगर आप लोगों को अपनी भावनाओं से खेलने देंगे तो आज नहीं तो कल वे आपको नरक की अनुभूति कराएंगे। लोगों को अपनी भावनाओं से खेलने की अनुमति न दें। If you allow people to play with your emotions, then today or tomorrow they will make you feel of hell. Don't allow people to play with your emotions. Always in love, Santosh Fulse. So, guys, it's time to take a charge of your own emotions and limit the impact that others have on you, our well-being, and to move towards the happiness. Thanks, guys, for watching the video till the end. Request viewers to like the video, share the video, and subscribe our channel to get the more knowledge related to think beyond the brain. If you want to connect with us, you can connect on our email ID thinkbeyondthebrain@gmail.com. Take care and keep smiling.